Okay, let's start our discussion in General Chemistry 2. We are on our fourth lesson, and our lesson for today will be all about phase change. So, in our last lesson, we have learned about the two types of solids, the crystalline and amorphous solids. No? So, crystalline solids have uh, neatly arranged particles, while amorphous solids have particles that are randomly arranged. No, now these differences, no, in the arrangement of particles in solids, no, affects how solids look and behave. But now, what happens if solids change? So in this new lesson, we will learn about phase change, which how matter changes, no, from solid to liquid to gas and back again to the different um, phases. So first, let us define uh, phase change. So what is phase change? Phase change is a physical process in which a substance goes from one phase to another, usually occur when the temperature or pressure of a system is altered. When temperature or pressure increases, molecules interact more with each other. When pressure increases or temperature decreases, it's easier for atoms and molecules to settle into more rigid structure. When pressure is released, it is easier for particles to move away from each other. So phase change is when matter no changes from one state to another, like solid going to liquid or liquid going to gas. Now this happens when the temperature or the pressure, no, of these phases change or changes. When example, when something gets hot, no, the particles move faster and then it spread out. Now, when something gets cold, the particles slows down, no? And they move closer together. So that's why when a liquid, no, um, gets cold, no, it solidifies. Okay? Because the particles, no, slows down, no, bumabagal sila and they are moving closer together. Kaya siya nagiging solid. Now, the higher pressure pushes particles closer, while the lower pressure lets them move farther apart. So, because of these changes, the matter changes its phase. Okay? So, example ng phase change is, ayan, as we can see, melting of ice. No? So, the melting of ice, when ice becomes liquid water, is called melting. So what happens is that in ice, the water particles, as we can see here, no, the water particles are locked in place. They are tawag dito, joined together, no, they combine together, and they only vibrate when it is in solid form or in ice form. Now, when ice is heated, it gets energy, specifically kinetic energy. So this energy makes the particles move faster. Kung initially the ice particles, no, are just vibrating. When heat is applied, the particles move faster. Mas lumalakas yung vibrations, no? And as they move faster, they break free. Naghihiwalay sila and can slide past each other, no? And this is how, no, ice turns into liquid water. Okay? So, simply speaking, if you apply heat, the particles move faster, the ice melts into water. Okay? Another example. Ayan, evaporation. So, evaporation, it is when liquid, as we can see here, it is when liquid, no, becomes gas. So, this process is called evaporation or boiling. So, what happens is that in a liquid, the particles are close, no? They are somehow close, and they can somehow move. Okay? But when heat is added, no? When it is heated, again it gains energy, no? The particles gains more energy and they move, no? Faster. So when they move fast enough, they spread, no? So yung particles ng liquid na medyo magkakahiwalay, no? They will move further pa, no? They will more spread. They will spread more and escape into air. So this is how liquid turns into gas. Okay? Ayan. So that is phase change. Now, phase change, no, or the changes of matter can be represented through what we call phase diagram. So what is a phase diagram? A phase diagram is a graph that shows, no, a substance that is solid, liquid, or gas in different temperatures or pressure. So we can see here, no, it's a graphical representation of the different um, states of matter under different pressure and different temperature. So it shows how temperature and pressure, no, can make matter change, no, its phase. Okay, so let's discuss each. So in a phase diagram, tinatawag tong PT diagram. So, bakit PT diagram? Pressure and temperature diagram. So, it shows how phases, no, of pure substances such as the solid, the liquid, and the gaseous phase, no, depends on the change in pressure and temperature. Okay? So, here in our ano ba to, vertical axis, no, we have our pressure, no. In our horizontal axis, we have our temperature. Now, in solid phase, ito tayo. In solid phase, solid usually happens or usually occur if it is in the lower temperature, no? If it is a lower temperature and a bit higher pressure, so matter can become solid. Okay? Now, in liquid phase naman, ay, ito pala. In liquid phase, no? Liquid happens if it is in a moderate temperature and moderate pressure. So, ibig sabihin, nasa katamtamang temperatura at nasa katamtamang pressure. So, matter can become liquid. Okay? While in gaseous phase, as we can see here, gaseous phase can happen at high temperature, no, high temperature or low pressure. Okay? Ayan. So, matter can become gas if the given um, condition is that it has low pressure rather and high temperature. Okay? So, ayan. Now, ano naman yung mga iba't ibang lines na nakikita natin sa isang phase diagram? So, number one, we have um, the melting line. The melting line or fusion line. Ayan, ito yon. So, melting line or fusion line, it is when, sabi dito, melting or freezing curve, the curve on a phase diagram which represents the transition between liquid and solid state. So, melting line or fusion line, it is the line in which indicates how solid, no, transitions to liquid and vice versa. How solid phase become liquid or liquid becomes solid. So, it was also called again fusion line. So it is the point wherein liquid and solid can coexist, no, or can exist all at the same time. Okay? Next, we have vaporization line. So, vaporization line or yung vaporization or condensation curve. So, vaporization or condensation curve, excuse me. Ito yun. Ayan. It is the curve on a phase diagram which represents transition between gaseous and liquid states. So, ito naman, si vaporization line or condensation curve, no? It is the line in which it shows the transition between liquid and gas phase or vice versa, gas to liquid phase. It can also be identified as the boiling line wherein um, the conditions of being liquid and gas coexist or exist both at the same time. Ayan. So, ano pa makikita natin sa um, phase diagram? We also have two, ay meron pa pala, may isa pa. Isa pang line. Ito, yung tinatawag nating sublimation line or deposition curve. So, it is a curve on which a phase diagram represents a transition between gaseous and solid states. So, sublimation line is the point or the line which shows the transition from solid state going to gas or vice versa, gas going to solid. So, it shows conditions wherein solid and gas, no, exist both at the same time without, no, nang hindi na siya nagiging liquid. So, it escapes, no, yung liquid state. Okay? Ayan. So, ano pa nga iba natin nakikita dito sa ating phase diagram? We also have two special points. Ayan. So, special point which una, tinatawag nating triple point. So, what is a triple point? Ito. So, triple point is the point on a phase diagram at which the three states of matter, gas, liquid, and solid coexist. So, triple point is the point wherein the temperature and pressure, no, allows the three phases, the solid, liquid, and gas, exist together. So, ibig sabihin, makikita natin sa matter, at this point at this point, the triple point, at this point, makikita natin yung matter is in solid, liquid, and gas all at the same time. So, ano yung sinasabi natin dito? Eto yan. So, as we can see here in this example, no, it is the triple point of water. So, it is a specific condition wherein, as we can see here, no, the water can freeze. Ayan, meron siyang yellow on top of the, meron siyang sheet of ice. The water can freeze. It melts kasi may mga liquid content pa rin. And it boils all at the same time. So, nagbo-boil siya. Paano nasabi? Kasi merong, ayun, no, yung bubbles. Ayan. So, ang tawag dyan, triple point, no? Ayan. So, yung tatlong pure substances na solid, liquid, and gas, no, all exist at the same time. Ang tawag doon, triple point. Okay? Next special point is we have the critical point. So, the critical point, ito, it is the point on a phase diagram at which the substance is indistinguishable between liquid and gaseous state. So the critical point is the temperature and pressure where liquid and gas it becomes indistinguishable or becomes the same. So hindi na natin siya ma-identify kung anong state of matter na siya, no? It's in between being liquid and being gas. Okay? Ayan. So, what are the different types of phase change? So, there are different types of phase change. Number one, we have melting. Melting is the process in which solid substances are converted into liquid by adding heat. Now, the temperature at which solid is changed into liquid by applying heat is called melting point. Okay, so melting is the process wherein the solid matter, no, turns into liquid by adding heat. So, si solid magiging liquid because of heat. Now, different materials have different melting point. So, melting point is a temperature in which it allows to transform solid into liquid. So, sabi nga natin, bawat bagay ay may iba't ibang melting point. For example, sa water, ayan, the melting point of water is 0 degrees, as you can see dito. 0 degrees Celsius. Ay, ano ba yan? So, the melting point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Meaning to say, as we can see here, nakatapat siya sa triple point, si 0 degrees Celsius. Meaning to say, at this temperature, 0 degrees Celsius, or katumba siya in Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, no? It is the point wherein our eyes, as we can see here, ayan, our eyes will slowly, no, will slowly liquefy. Okay? And at the same time, the bubbles inside the ice, no? Kasi di ba pag nakakita tayo ng yellow, minsan may mga trap na air pockets dyan. So that is also the time wherein these air pockets, no, are being released, no, as the liquid, as the ice, no, melts. Okay? So this is the temperature at which ice turns into liquid water. So, ito namang 100 degrees Celsius, ito naman yung point wherein liquid becomes gas. Okay? Ayan. Next phase. So, freezing. Freezing is a phase transition wherein a liquid turns into solid when its temperature is lowered below its freezing point. In accordance to internationally established definition, freezing means solidification phase change of a liquid content of a substance usually due to cooling. So freezing is the phase change wherein it turns liquid into solid. And that is by cooling. So kung si melting, solid turns into liquid by heating. Si freezing, it turns liquid into solid by cooling. Okay? Ayan. Now, the point or the temperature at which this phase change happens to different matter is called the freezing point. Okay? Ayan. And again, gaya na sabi natin, there are different temperatures wherein different liquids may freeze or solidifies. Okay? Ayan. Next type of phase change. Next type of phase change is we have vaporization. So what's vaporization? Vaporization, it can be defined as the process in which the liquid state changes into vapor as a result of an increase in kinetic energy of molecules the molecules increases. Due to the kinetic energy, the force of attraction between the molecules reduces, and as a result, they escape into the surrounding in the form of vapors. So, vaporization is when liquid turns into vapor state or in gaseous state. Okay? Ayan. And it can be achieved usually by heating. So, pinakita natin kanina yung sa, ayan, ito. Ay, sorry. Sa temperature of water. So, at this point, liquid, Ito, ayan, liquid turns into gas. Specifically, water can turn into gas at the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. So at that point, mga water molecules, no, can gain kinetic energy, no, and they will move faster and they will spread out more, no, releasing into the air as what we call vapors. Ayan, ito, vapors. Yung steam, yung usok. Ayan. So, this happens, no, because the attraction between molecules, no, weakens. Ayan. Naghihiwala yung mga molecules of water, no, and becomes gas. Okay? Next, we have condensation. Condensation is the process through which the physical state of matter changes from gaseous phase into liquid phase. So, for example, condensation occurs when water vapor, which is gaseous form, in the air changes into liquid water when it comes in contact with a cooler surface. When water in the air becomes in contact with a cold surface, it condenses to form water droplets. It is the opposite of the opposite of condensation is evaporation. Okay? So condensation, ito naman yung kabaliktaran nung kanina, condensation is when liquid naman, sorry, when gas phase, no, turns into liquid phase. And this happens because of cooling. Okay? Ayan. So, example nga natin yan, yung water vapor, no, yung steam, since it is in gaseous form, when water vapor in the air, no, uh, it can form droplets, no, when it comes in contact, no, with a colder surface. Example, ayan, salamin, no, ayan. So, it can form water droplets. So, ang mangyayari, yung mga gas molecules, no, mag-ano naman sila. As the temperature um, cools down, mag-ano naman sila, mag lalapit sa isa't isa. Okay? Ayan. So, they become closer together, forming water droplets. So, and again, condensation is the opposite of evaporation. Next, we have deposition. So deposition, it is laying down of sediment carried by wind, flowing water, the sea, or ice. Sediment can be transported as pebbles, sand, and mud, or as salts dissolved in water. This occurs when forces responsible for sediment transportation are no longer sufficient to overcome the forces of gravity and friction, creating a resistance to motion. Ay, sorry. So deposition, it is when the sediments, no, yung mga sediments like sand, mud, or dissolved minerals such as salt, no, are being transported or dropped in a new place. So from one place to another. Okay? So example, yung sand, it can be blown by wind, no? That is deposition. Kasi yung sand particles madadala from a different point to another point. Okay? So it happens when transporting forces, ano yung mga transporting forces natin? These are wind, water, no? Or ice, no? Are too weak to carry them. So kung hindi na kaya madala ng hangin, tubig, yelo, no? Yung mga different sediments na ito, no? Deposition will happen. Ibig sabihin magsasama-sama sila, and it will be settled on that particular area. Okay? So ano yung mga example ng mga deposition? Yung coals, no? Yung uling ba? Forms from uh, yung mga natural coals natin. Ayan, it forms from plant materials, no? Ayan, na nakikarried either by water, by air, or by ice. Ayan. And yun nga yung kanina, sand, no? Ayan. Next, we have sublimation. Sublimation is the transition of substance from solid phase to the gaseous phase without changing into liquid phase. So this process is an endothermic phase transition that occurs at a temperature and pressure below the triple point of substance. So, ang katumbas nito, yung sinabi natin kanina, ayan, sabi sinabi natin kanina. Yung sa, ayun, sublimation line, balikan natin yung ating graph. Ayan. Ito, yung sublimation curve. Ito. So, um, sublimation is a phase change which happens when solids, no? When solid directly becomes gas or turns into gas without, no, without becoming liquid. Okay? So si solid naging gas agad without being a liquid. Now this happens if no the substance no temperature is below the triple point. So kung ito si triple point, if the temperature and pressure goes below the triple point, no, sublimations happen. Okay? And example ng sublimation is best example ng sublimation is yung dry ice. Ayan. So, siguro naman familiar na tayo sa dry ice ano. So, dry ice, ito yung mga ginagamit sa mga science experiment wherein yellow siya, mukha siyang yellow, no? And actually, dry ice is composed of carbon dioxide. It is a solid form, carbon dioxide, which turns, no? Uh, directly into carbon dioxide gas. Kaya nga 'di ba pag may dry ice umuusok, no? Yung usok na yon, that is the carbon dioxide gas, no? Na nagta-transition from solid into gas without melting into liquid. And trivia lamang po, no? It is harmful kasi may nakita akong video nito sa Facebook eh. It's really harmful to put dry ice on water. Example, pool. No? May nakita akong video nito sa Facebook eh. Nag-pool party sila, nilagyan nila ng ilang sakong dry ice yung pool. So technically, of course, it will react on the water. 'Di ba? Mas mapapabilis yung sublimation process ng ating dry ice. So what happens is that napuno ng gas, no, yung pool na yon, and someone, no, a person jumped, no, into that pool. Actually, tatlo sila. So, after the person jumped, even though marunong kang lumangoy, but since the pool is composed of concentrated, again, it is carbon dioxide, no? So, since the pool is full of concentrated carbon dioxide, no, mahihirapan silang huminga. And what happened? No? As expected, those three people who jumped into the pool, no, died. Ayan. So, sometimes, no, hindi masama na mag-research tayo, no, about the things that we will use, no. Ika nga ni Kuya Kim, iba ang may alam. Diba? Kasi we never know yung iniisip natin na tawag dito, yung hindi harmful, eh, it can be fatal. Okay? Ayan. So, yeah, that's just a side story of our application, no, ng ating dinidiscuss. Okay? Then last phase change is we have ionization ionization phase change. So ano ba to si ionization? Ionization in chemistry and physics is any process by which electrically neutral atoms or molecules are converted to electrically charged atoms or molecules called ions. It is through gaining or losing electrons. So, ionization is when a neutral atom, pag sinabi natin neutral atom, from the word itself, neutral, no? Wala siyang kahit anong charge, hindi siya positive, hindi siya negative. So, this neutral ion or atom, for example, no? Ayan, we have our sodium atom, uh, becomes ionized. So, ionized because, it's either it loses electron, no? Or gains electrons. Okay? Ayan. So, example, we have our sodium atom. So, our sodium atom is technically neutral. Okay? Kasi equal ang number ng electrons and protons. But then, no, it loses one electrons. No? It loses one electrons, so hindi na magiging equal yung kanyang protons and electrons. Ang kanyang protons ay 11, ang kanyang electrons ay 10. So, making it more positive, no? Ayan. Making it more positive than neutral. So, it becomes a positive sodium ion or a cation. Okay, cation. Pag positive charge or ion, cation. Pag negative, anion. Okay? So that is ionization. Okay? So any questions so far? So kung walang tanong, again, this video will be uploaded in our Quipper account. No? Ayan. So wala nang questions. So, thank you for your time. Goodbye.